Israel versus Hamas war enters day 17. Israeli forces have beefed up their offensive against Hamas. Israeli forces continue their airstrikes on Gaza. There are reports of massive bombardments by Israeli authorities near 3 different hospitals in Gaza Strip. But it was not immediately clear whether the hospitals themselves suffered damage. Gaza's health ministry has said that at least 266 Palestinians, including 117 children, had been killed by Israeli airstrikes in the past 24 hours. Meanwhile, amid the escalating war, IDF's precision iron sting mortar has entered the war operations for the first time to target Hamas's rocket launchers in the Gaza Strip. The weapon consists of a 120mm mortar, uses GPS and laser guidance to precisely hit targets. Meanwhile, Iranian foreign minister has said that the attack on Gaza and West Bank residents by Israel will lead to bitter, heavy and extensive consequences for Israel.
امروز منطقه همانند بشکه باروت است. هر گونه محاسبه غلط در ادامه این جنگ افروزی، نسل کشی، قتل عام و کوچاندن اجباری ساکنان غزه و کرانه میتواند پیامدهای سنگین، تلخ و گسترده ای رو هم در منطقه هم علیه منافع جنگ افروزان در منطقه به همراه داشته باشد.
Joining us live is India Today's Shiv Arur from the war zone. Shiv, thank you for joining us. The first question, of course, is the next phase of the Israeli offensive. What do we know about that, and what is delaying that imminent ground offensive?
Well, that really is the big question, isn't it? What is the next phase of the Israeli offensive going to look like? Air power, the application of air power, the use of gunships and fighters has been on for a while. Helicopter gunships have been pressed into service. Only now it's been visible in our reports here on India Today. But that all elusive ground offensive hasn't happened just yet. When is that going to happen appears to be perhaps the most valuable question that people are asking here in Israel, because everything is loaded in favor of that ground offensive. However, things are slightly complicated as a result of the hostage situation. But if we're in southern Israel right now, and we've just visited the front from Sderot to Kibbutz Be'eri and other parts near the Gaza Strip, and I can tell you that the deployment of the Israeli Defense Forces is huge. It's never been this big before. Remember that ground operations into Gaza have taken place on 2 occasions in the past, 2009 and 2014. On both those occasions, the Israeli Defense Forces stayed less than 20 days in Gaza. So at this point of time, I think the challenge really is what that end game is going to be. Is it the complete destruction of Hamas? Is all of Hamas, even inside Gaza at this point of time? This and many other questions, are, I imagine, continuing to complicate just when that ground operation will begin.